And we're live.
So they he was like, all right, I'm gonna prescribe you some steroids, and which I knew I was like, prednisone. He's like, yeah. And in my head I immediately went, I'm not gonna take it. And and he's like, and I'm gonna get you some amoxicillin, and if you want, we could give you a shot of penicillin. And I was like, how much is that? Because I don't have insurance. He's like, I'm like, how much is that? He's like, $25. And I'm like, fuck yeah, give me two. Like, let's
Give me
go.
4. Load me up.
Give me a couple to take home. Like,
you have any synthol while you're at it?
Just a horrible stomach problem because there's no flora in there. You do all.
I immediately like as soon as I got home, I started taking like probiotics because I know I'm nuking my whole system today. So basically, he's like, yeah, I'll send the nurse around with a shot. So she comes in, it's this cute little black lady, and she's like, I heard you wanted a shot, and I'm like, you're goddamn right, I want a shot. I am very sick. I was like, how do we do this? She's like, well, it's going in your butt, and I'm like, all right, like pants all the way off, like do you want me to Charlie Brown this, or like how are we gonna do it? Like, why? I said Winnie the Pooh. I said, you want me to Winnie Pooh this thing?
L-carnitine track marks across your ass back and forth for the last 10 years.
Charlie Brown this.
So I see the needle, and I can tell like right away that it's a 2-inch long 25 gauge needle, or maybe 27 gauge, something like that. And I'm like, could I inject myself? And she's like, ha 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 ha. And I'm like, no, really, could I do it? She's like, well, where would you put it? Like, she's like testing me. I'm like, right here in my upper glute. And she's like, have you done that before? I'm like, oh yeah, every day. I do it every day. She's like, well, all right, sure, here you go.
Also, sir, you shouldn't use that much penicillin.
She's got it full of, she's got 3 milliliters of fucking of penicillin, and I didn't know the consistency, so like I aspirated it because she didn't do a good job. I got the last of the air bubbles out. I was looking at her like, it's a good thing I took over this operation. Are you sure? Where's the real nurse at? Because you just handed me a syringe and this is not properly aspirated. So like, she's like, are you sure you know? And I was like, pow. And I'm like all the way into my ass with this 2-inch needle. And I'm like, yeah, I know what I'm doing. I do this literally every day. She's like, you're going really slow. I'm like, yeah, you bruise if you go fast. This is 3 milliliters of liquid. She's like, oh, I guess I've never injected myself. I'm like, yeah, it really hurts. I've noticed that you guys always slam them down. Like, that really hurts. It makes a knot and it bruises. She's like, huh, okay, you learn something every day. And I'm like, you shouldn't. You shouldn't be learning anything right now.
Not from me.
Not from me. I should not be teaching you anything right now, lady.
That's the nurse that couldn't hack it at the hospital.
I don't know what her deal was, but like I took a solid like 45 seconds to get it all in, which is still fast. But there's a black lady staring at my ass crack while I do this, and I wanted to get the show on the road and get out of there and get to my real not that those aren't real antibiotics, but I wanted to get to the fucking drugstore and get my amoxicillin. And so like got out of there, fucking, I don't know, $200 total or something like that for the whole shebang.
The point of the shot is that it starts working instantly, and you're a little bit of a
right? Yeah. This is a huge like the penicillin would probably just do the trick on its own. Like adding in like a full regimen of amoxicillin seems like overkill to me, in my medical opinion. But I'm certainly.
They always say just take it until you feel a little better.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
The corollary to that is get your medical advice from comedy podcasts.